Hey, I'm Laura Houlihan, and this is Local Music Mondays, where we strive to teach you all about the great things going on in the local music industry in Lexington. And I'm here with the Blue Moonshiners, and they've been practicing and warming up. And I would like to go straight in to let everybody hear a song from you guys because you're awesome.
Bless my heart and bless your soul. Why you talking about me like if I was alright? And talking about the kids and telling me to bless my heart, bless your soul. My baby's gone to Carolina. I've been left right in the morning. Didn't even give his mama a warning. Just last night he said he loved me. Bless my heart and bless your soul. Why you talking about me like if I was alright? And off your mouth like there's a tale to be told. Bless my heart, bless your soul. Bless my heart, pretty darling. Could have sworn you were a lady. So why you talking about me and my baby? Bless my heart and bless your soul. Why you talking about me like if I was alright? And off your mouth like there's a tale to be told. Bless my heart, bless your soul. Bless your soul, little sister. Stories recorded, rich. Even with money, you'd still be a. Bless my heart and bless your soul. Why you talking about me like if I was alright? And off your mouth like it's a tale to be told. Bless my heart, bless your soul. Bless my heart and bless your soul. Why you talking about me like if I was alright? And off your mouth like there's a tale to be told. Bless my heart, bless your soul. Bless my heart, bless your soul. Bless my heart, bless your soul.
Yay, fantastic. Yeah, so this is Nicole, Lucy, Kristen, and Emily. Right? I got it right?
Yes.
Oh, good. So tell me how you guys met and got together, because I think you all do more than just play instruments and bluegrass. I think you all kind of do a lot.
Yes. So Kristen and I have known each other forever, it seems like, and we actually first met in an a cappella group, the female a cappella group at UK, called Pause and Listen, and Kristen was the coach.
She was the business manager.
So I did the behind-the-scenes stuff. And we got together and started playing open mics, and we realized we both love the same kind of music. Patty Loveless bonded over that. And we were like, hey, let's get a band together. Let's do an all-female thing here in Lexington. We're definitely missing out on that here in the city. So we got together. You want to take the next part, Kristen?
Okay, so then we were trying to figure out, we had the 2-part harmony, and then we had another guy friend who did the bottom part, and we're like, man, that's what we're missing. So we were like, who in our a cappella group would be down to sing some with us? And she's like, what about Lucy? I love her voice. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes,
Yeah.
she would be perfect. So we kind of approached her. We didn't really have anything except for just me and her at that point, but we were like, come eat Qdoba with us. And we like enticed her with Qdoba to come talk about joining a band. And then we went at another thing and then met this one girl, and through her we met Emily. So do you want to tell a little bit about that?
We have a mutual friend named Hannah who plays acoustic bass, and they met out one night, and she knew me and texted me and said, I just met a bunch of girls that want to make some like bluegrass folk music. Are you interested? And I said, yes, definitely. And so we got together and we had a practice, and Hannah went her own direction with her music, and we kind of stayed together.
And what was it you told me earlier, the direction Hannah went?
She is into some grunge punk right now, which I did a project with her back in the fall. We were kind of trying to do that. So that was the direction that she was still trying to take, and I wanted to go this way.
But that's
so.
one of the great things about
Yeah.
Lexington. If you want to go from bluegrass folk to grunge punk, you probably can find some people who would be willing
Yeah.
to do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Or
And it's
everything
great.
in between.
And everything in between,
It's great
right?
because Hannah still comes to our shows, and like our fan base and the shows that we go and see as well are just so diverse, and that's definitely what we love
Yeah.
about music in Lexington.
So I have to ask Lucy one question first before we start talking about where you guys play. Did you know how to play that washboard before
No.
you were in this band?
First, I started out playing the keyboards, which didn't go so great.
Yeah.
The keyboard was huge, and lugging it around was hard, and I'm not that great at it anyway. And so we were talking about getting something percussive together for the band, and Nicole and Kristen, I think, saw a show at Cosmic Charlie's, and they saw a really great washboard player, and they were like, that's what we're missing, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
So this is actually Nicole's washboard on loan since like March,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
when I started
If
strumming.
you ever go online sometime and look up Minor Mishap Marching Band out of Austin, they have the most amazing washboard player
So
you have
cool.
ever seen. She's amazing. So,
Okay.
so you must play at Cosmic Charlie's some. Where else can you guys be?
We played Owls a lot. We're actually playing their block party in August, so that's fun.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing the Chevy Chase Street Fair coming
Uh-huh.
up. That'll be a
Yeah.
lot of fun. We try and play all over, really, and we had a great time in Western Kentucky. Kristen's from out there in Western Kentucky, so we toured around a little bit there. It was kind of a mini tour, I guess.
Did you go to Romp in Owensboro? Did you go to the Romp?
Oh, I would love to. We didn't get to, no.
Yeah, yeah.
No, just a little hometown church picnic thing, and then another restaurant wanted us to play
Yeah.
there. So
Where are you from?
I'm from Union County.
Okay, I'm
So-
from Davis County.
Oh,
so
okay,
you're-
okay.
you're-
Most people are like, where in the world is that?
yeah, yeah. So do you guys play, do each of you sing other genres besides bluegrass folk? I mean, obviously, if you're doing
Yes.
a cappella
Yeah,
group,
we
you
Yes.
did
do-
pop
Yeah.
acapella for a little bit. But I mean, I kind of just stay in country. I've been singing since I was 4 years old. So
Yeah.
country music is where my heart is.
Yeah, yeah.
Country's never been my thing until I got with these ladies, and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
not
kind
so
of
bad
fun.
after
Yeah,
all.
It
is
is fun.
It's really
especially because it just makes you feel proud to be from Kentucky.
It does.
Personally, like it puts me in touch with that.
It's
I
our heritage.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up, like I grew up in Davis County near where she grew up, and I really spent a lot of my time as a child at church picnics and things, and that's what I really remember is just groups of people sitting around jamming together and playing bluegrass music. And so you were talking about, before we came on air, you were talking about a poster you did. And
Yeah.
yeah.
We're going to be playing a music festival in August 1st through 3rd. The proceeds go to Suicide Awareness Voices of Education because the person hosting it had a loved one commit suicide. So what we're doing is we're doing a benefit, and it's going to be us and a bunch of other bands that actually all of us work together kind of on the music scene here in Lexington and the surrounding area. I'm a graphic designer, so I did the flyer for it, and I'm really excited about that. I've
Yeah.
never played a music festival before.
And what's the festival?
It's called It's Not a Music Festival, it's a musical experience. So, yeah.
And
it's-
where will it be happening?
It's going to be in Houstonville, Kentucky, and it's on Echo Acres Farm, and there's going to be fishing, camping, vending, swimming. It's $30. It's
Yeah.
a steal. It's
And
a
where can they
steal.
find out?
You can find out. There's an event on Facebook. If you look that up, it has all the
It's not
information.
a music festival.
Yeah, it's
Right.
called It's Not a Music Festival, which just kind of throws you off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really excited.
Yeah,
So-
you guys are going to have a blast because I can tell you really enjoy each other.
Oh,
You
Yes,
all play off
yeah.
together a lot while you're playing, although you're kind of stuck back there a little bit by yourself.
It's all right. I can still
Looking at
feel
ya.
the love. I can still feel the love. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to know that the poster art is still alive and well in the music scene in Lexington.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And Emily's one of the best.
Uh-huh.
She
Thank
won't
you.
tell you.
Yeah. It seemed like it kind of died down a little bit with the advent of Facebook, but it seems like it's an art form that's coming back.
Yeah.
And it's really good. Well, y'all want to play another song?
We'd
for us?
love
Sure.
to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Whoop, hello. Oh, yes, we have to put the capo on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I always forget to do
Uh-huh.
on stage.
think it's time to break free. I think it's time to make decisions for me and not for you, not for you, not for you, not for you. I think it's time to move away. I think it's time to walk right out. It's time to stop being afraid of what you do. 'Cause I don't care, I just don't care. And it's hard to cut ties with home even when you know it's what you need. And it's hard to just pack up and go even when you know it's time to leave. And it's hard to be happy when you're trapped between revolving doors. Hard to be happy, we both know that for sure. You love me so, that's what you say. You're never gonna let me go, but I can see right on your face I'm not for you, no, not for you, I am not for you. I just can't give you what you need. I will not make the promises. I know you're gonna beg and plead till you turn blue, but I don't care, I just don't care. 'Cause it's hard to cut ties with home even when you know it's what you need. And it's hard to just pack up and go even when you know it's time to leave. And it's hard to be happy when you're trapped between revolving doors. Hard to be happy, hard to be happy. Oh, it's hard to be happy, we both know that for sure. And it's hard to cut ties with home, even when you know it's what you need. And it's hard to just pack up and go, even when you know it's time to leave. And it's hard to be happy when you're trapped between revolving doors. It's hard to be happy, hard to be happy. Oh, it's hard to be happy, we both know that for sure. And it's hard to cut ties with home even when you know it's what you need. And it's hard to just back up and go even when you know it's time to leave. And it's hard to be happy when you're trapped between revolving doors. Hard to be happy, hard to be happy. Oh, it's hard to be happy, we both know that for sure.
Yay! Sorry about that.
That's the lovely thing about live music.
Well, you know what? And that's the sign of good musicians, that they can just jump right back in and keep going. Way to whistle.
Oh, thank you.
You know, it's the most convenient instrument, but
Yeah.
so hard.
Been taking it up lately. You know.
Yeah, I have a 13-year-old son who's been taking it up lately. And he
about
has
the time.
even been driving himself crazy
Yeah.
with the fact that he can't stop whistling.
Yeah.
He's just constantly practicing all the time. So these songs are originals. You guys write these songs?
Yes.
And how's that process? Is that all collaborative also, or?
It kind of goes two different ways. So I write a lot of the music myself, which I just take things that people say to me. A lot of things, we'll brainstorm, at our band practices, like, what should we write about? Oh, we need a drinking song. We're bluegrass, right? So then I'll go home and write something. Or we were on the way home from Western Kentucky, and we're just humming together, and I'm like, oh, this would be a great song. But the best way to write songs for us, and the ones I love the most, are the collaborations. So Kristen and I, one of the famous ones is we walked down to Linus one day, grabbed a pitcher of beer. There was actually another band even playing, and we just sat there and wrote a song. So that's super fun. And
Yeah.
we also play some ones from our childhood. So Kristen can tell you a little bit more about one of the ones she wrote.
So like I said, I used to sing when I started singing when I was 4, and I used to sing in all these at the Kentucky Opry over in Western Kentucky. I don't know if you know about it, but I took lessons from this man and that owns it, and so I started writing my own songs over there. So I wrote one. I kind of got frustrated with everything, and so I wrote a song called Second Place. So it was pretty. I thought it was pretty dinky, and I was like, I wrote it when I was 12, and I showed it to them, and they're like, oh my gosh, we love it. And so with other instruments, it kind of came together a little better.
Yeah.
But they love it, so I'm like, okay, I guess we'll keep playing it.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Lyrics? All of you write the lyrics?
That's mostly Nicole.
Is that mostly you, Nicole? I like the lyrics of that one.
Oh, thank you so
lot. I
much.
can even still relate, and I'm almost
Yeah.
52.
Oh, I love hearing that. I know I always love when I come to practice. Like when I first wrote that song, actually, I came to practice, and I remember Emily was like, that just touched my heart. Like you spoke what I was feeling.
Yeah.
So it just really meant a lot to me, and I think the cool thing about my lyrics that I found is like it's pretty relevant to at least the four of us in the band at all times, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, it seems that last one seems like it could be relevant to just about anybody. So, good job.
Oh, thank you
Good
so
job.
much.
I think it's our favorite one to play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, it's a good one. Well, and I hope I get to see you all out sometime.
Yes,
Kind of,
we'd
you
love to
know,
see
all
you.
your places you've mentioned, those are kind of my stomping grounds when I do manage to get out. And I've loved talking to you. I hope I run into you all
Yeah, we'd love to see
in
you.
lots of places all over
been a
town. And
pleasure.
I hope you keep playing with each other and collaborating and, don't ever forget how great it is to have such a community of musicians to work with. And thank you for taking time out of your day.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Yeah, and thank you guys for being here, and we'll see you next Monday. Keep it tuned to GTV3 on cable or GTV LexingtonKY.gov, and then you can find the GTV3 feed there, and these will be archived there. And all day on Mondays, we're playing local music, and we're featuring local videos. And by all means, tell all your musician friends to tell us about us. And
Yeah.
we
course.
want everybody to
Thank
know
you.
what an amazing musical city we have.
It is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.